Hello and welcome back to the Spence Dogs Lounge. It's me, your host, the Spence Dog, and today I'm doing something a little bit special. I'm doing a 2-in-1 video, but I'll be doing both a comic book review and a graphic novel review as well in this video for today. So, anywho, this past week I only picked up a couple of comic books. Not a whole lot came out this past week, but there were some interesting reads. A couple of these titles, they've been out for a while, but I just wanted to check them out and give them a read. So, anywho, let's talk about these comics. Eternal Empire #1. Wow, this series is very interesting. It's clear it's a fantasy comic made by Image Comics, and it's really cool. Not to spoil a whole lot, but it is really worth checking out if you like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, or fantasy stuff like that. This title deserves your attention. It is a lot of fun, and it's pretty cool, and it's plain and simple. It's awesome. I really don't have any more words to say or describe it, but it's worth checking out. Seriously, check it out. I'm gonna have to give this, out from the Spence Dog rating scale, a 9 out of 10. Seriously, I think this title has the potential to become mega popular, just like The Walking Dead. And alrighty. Redneck #1. This is another comic that came out in the last month or so from Image Comics, and basically it's a vampire comic. So we have this family of vampires that have been living in the Texas area for a very, very long time, and it's looking like that peace they've been able to have for a very long time looks like it's gonna come to an end pretty quickly. The story, it's interesting. The art, it's honest. I honestly think it's okay, but it still doesn't ruin it for me. But I think it's cool. Maybe it sort of reminds me of Nick Dragata's art a little bit. Not too sure if any of you might agree with me with that, but But anywho, I thought it was a cool comic, and I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And for the last one is the Wonder Woman annual. So Wonder Woman came out this weekend, and so to prepare myself, I decided to buy and read the Wonder Woman annual, and I was thoroughly impressed. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. There were 5 different stories in this annual, and really trying not to spoil too much, but it was these short stories were a lot of fun. They carried some type of powerful message, and if you want to think deeper to it, but I like them. They were fun, and then some of the art in these mini stories, some were okay, and then a little bit wonky, but overall it was still a fun issue regardless. And I'm gonna have to give the Wonder Woman annual an 8 out of 10. It was definitely worth reading. So those are the comics. Pretty light, but let's move to the next order of business and talking about a graphic novel. So a while back, I got the opportunity to read the last volume of the New 52 Aquaman. This was a lot of fun because in this we see sort of a new villain appear. We have this creature called Deadwater, but we really don't know how or why it came into creation. And Arthur and all of his allies are trying to figure out how do they stop it. And spoiler warning, it looks like Arthur spoiler warning, it looks like Arthur ends up killing this dead water creature. But what makes this volume interesting is that we still see Arthur, like he's continually to deal with this idea that he is both a king and a human, and that to me makes him a very compelling character. He has to deal with he has to deal with ruling Atlantis while also dealing with the fact that he, besides being an underwater king, he is also a regular human being with emotions, thoughts, and all that stuff. All in all, I personally think this was a fun volume, and yeah, New 52 Aquaman is worth reading. Give it a read. Both Jeff Parker, Dan Abnett, and Geoff Johns made Aquaman a fun, new, interesting character to read about, and currently Dan Abnett is still writing the DC Rebirth Aquaman, and I have to still check that out. And I know the graphic novel collections, the first couple of them are out. But anywho, once again, thank you for checking out my channel. Give my videos a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with any of the stuff I'm saying. Love to hear feedback. But anywho, thanks for checking out my channel, and have a good rest of your day.